Very, very tough. I just try to go out there and have good at bats and try to work the count, and especially leading off the game, I want to get as many pitches as I can and see as many pitches as I can for my teammates.
Is that where you're most comfortable leading off, or would you like to see yourself 2-3 hole?
Very comfortable leading off. I guess just because most of the time you start the game off with a fastball, and some leadoff hitters try to ambush the fastball a little bit, and me, I do it a little bit, a lot more than I used to, and sometimes it works out and sometimes it don't. I just try to go out there and have good at bat.
What's it like for you to be the guy every time you go to a new city, you get this media, everybody wants to talk to you, everyone wants to see you, as a top prospect. What's that been like for you?
Kind of whatever. I mean, I'm used to it now, so really I'm just trying to fit in as much as I can and just go out there and have fun.
I know you skipped right over this step the first time around, and it's not the reason you want to be back down here, but do you think it almost might help in the long run that you've gotten to hit this phase of your game, the AAA phase, and get to work on things a little bit more?
Most definitely, I think so. Especially skipping this level, going from AA to the bigs. More veteran guys here that have been in the bigs before. You can see and try to get a feel of what you're going to get up there.
Some of the injuries that you've had, do you feel snake bit at a certain point? It's not like your typical running, jogging to first base and someone comes up with a lame hamstring. There's been collisions, a slide. I mean, does anything creep back into the back of your head? You're an aggressive player, or are you still able to go just all out as you always have?
So far, I've been able to just go out as I used to. Been sliding with my hands up a little bit better. I've worked on that as much as I can, so everything's going real well right now, and just want to keep it up.
You've seen Harper, Trout, Bryant come up as young 20-some-year-olds and get it done immediately. Does that give you confidence, or does it add more pressure to you when you arrive back in the bigs?
Give me confidence. I mean, as a young player, you always want to go out there and do well, and sometimes it works out and sometimes it don't, and you have to come down and get more at-bats and get experience, and that's what I'm doing here, and just trying to make the most of it and do what I can to try to help us win some games here.
Byron Buxton or Billy Hamilton?
I'm a big fan of Billy. Like the way he runs bases, like his speed. Try to pick out little things that he do stealing bases-wise that I could do as well to help myself steal my bases.
First to second, who's winning in a foot race?
Or the slider?
Your call.
Probably him. Probably get him in long distance. He probably got me in short distance.
How do you stay in the moment, just worry about what you're doing on a game-by-game basis, without thinking about that, likely September 1st recall, if you're even here that long?
Just try to stay in the moment, not look ahead, because if you look ahead, you kind of miss out on what you could do here now and worry about too much stuff. So try to eliminate that pressure of looking too far ahead and just stay in the moment and have fun.
What are you working on down here? What were you told to work on down here to get back up to the bigs?
Nothing really, just get at bats, play hard, play the game the right way, and have fun.
You go home in the off season. Are you mowing your own lawn?
Yeah, I don't let nobody mow my lawn.
Where does that come from? I mean, I know it's so well documented that you just love to mow. Where does that come from? That humble nature?
Definitely my parents. I mean, most of the time when I was smaller, my dad would tell me before he leaves or leave a note on the refrigerator to mow the lawn a day, and just kind of kept it up. When I see the grass get like, that's probably too high right there. I go out and mow the lawn any day of the week.
You talk about the media attention when you go from city to city, but going back home now, what is it, 200-something people in your hometown? You're kind of hard to miss. What's it like going back home then?
It's fun. I mean, just try to catch up with some friends that I got there, and we hang out a little bit, play pool, play ping pong, whatever it may be, and just have a good time, because be gone most of the year and just want to go back and relax.
Did you try to play baseball?
No, not even close.
Have you heard of a garbage plate? If so, have you had a garbage plate yet?
I haven't. I ain't even heard of a garbage plate.
All right, Thad, you want to give it?
Rochester delicacy, 2 hamburgers, Oregon cheeseburgers with mac and cheese, home fries and/or French fries with some hot sauce on top of it. The hot sauce is the is the finisher.
And the dishes aren't separated, they're just piled on top.
Yeah.
You lose 0.3 of a second off your 40
I'm
time.
not probably right. Don't know if I eat it. I'm not a fan of hot sauce, and I'm not a fan of mac and cheese. So I'll probably
You
take
can do
that
no
out.
mac and cheese. You can do it with no hot sauce if you want to. You can do it any way
Oh,
you want.
then I could eat that.
I mean, keep in mind, man, that the hot sauce, you know, you're going to be spending some time in the men's room a couple days later. For quite a while, just so you know.
Probably so. Yeah, I'm going to have to go try that.
Also native to Rochester are the porker hots, which are the white hot dogs, as opposed to the red hots, which are made out of beef. So you have to try one of those while you're here, too.
Yeah, I will. Red hots don't sound too pleasant.
Mowing the lawn, coming from a small town, you talk about having to stay in the moment, not look big picture. Do those beginnings help you do that, knowing that you came from, you know, a small place and you're still the guy that mows the lawn, so that you don't get too worried about the big picture of becoming a major league star?
Most definitely. It keeps me very humble, because I'm not trying to be a big person and do everything and all this kind of stuff. I try to fit in and just relax and have fun. I know my teammates is here for me and support me, and I support them, and we just try to come out here and have fun, because we know one day we ain't going to be able to play this game anymore, and don't want to take it for granted.
Whether it's a current player or a past player, who do you emulate your game most like?
I was an infielder till 10th grade, so I was a big Braves fan. I liked the Chipper Jones, only because he played the game the right way. Switch hitter growing up, and he hustled on and off the field.
If you weren't a baseball player, you would be a?
Either playing football at Georgia or at Georgia getting my sports medicine degree.
It's important to be playing such meaningful games with this club. I mean, you know, you're kind of joining them. You're familiar with some of the guys, obviously, seeing them in the spring training, and then you see them at the end of the year. These are some important games coming up for Rochester, because they're very much in the hunt. Does that make it fun, too, to join a team that's still kind of in it?
Most definitely. Every team wanna get to the playoffs and play for the ring, and that's what I'm trying to do here. Try to help us win games and get there and just play the game.
You get to talk to Miguel lately. You two are kind of joined at the hip, at least from the media standpoint, from the prospect standpoint. He had a game the other day where he really mashed it, but you talk to him lately, you get a chance to see how he's doing?
I talk to maybe every other day. Became really close during the rehab of last year, and just kind of stuck with that, and we check on each other as much as possible.
Brian, thanks a lot, man.